Wow, the exciting Baltic defense news just keeps coming this week. Today, June 18th, Lithuania's Ministry of National Defense announced that it would be starting negotiations on the acquisition of a new generation of military transport aircraft. The ministry says that this decision was made after completing an evaluation of aircraft proposed by 3 aviation companies, using information collected during a market analysis. The Embraer C-390 Millennium was said to best meet the ministry's criteria. So let's look at this upcoming deal and what it means for Lithuania's air capabilities. By the way, if you didn't see the previous video and you're wondering about the change in voice, we'll just pin a comment to this video for a quick explanation/summary. So yes, the C-390 Millennium, proposed by Embraer, was said to have best met the criteria set by Lithuania. The aircraft is planned as a supplement to the 3 C-27J Spartan aircraft used by the Lithuanian Air Force. Here's what the ministry said about its decision-making process. The assessment was based on the operational requirements for aircraft formulated by the Lithuanian Armed Forces and also took into account the ecological and economic parameters of the aircraft, delivery terms, and the potential for industrial cooperation, which is the readiness of manufacturers to cooperate with companies and scientific institutions operating in Lithuania. The C-390 will give Lithuania strategic troop transfer capability. Indeed, Lithuania's Minister of National Defense, Dovilė Šakalienė, was quoted as saying, "New military aircraft will allow us to move our troops and equipment faster, further, and more economically, while at the same time strengthening the alliance's overall deterrence potential. A military aircraft must be able to carry larger loads, operate over longer distances, and be compatible with NATO standards so that Lithuania can fully participate in joint missions." The minister emphasized that speed of delivery was a big consideration, saying, "The possibility of strengthening the Air Force in the next 3, not 10, years is an important factor." The ministry offers the evacuation of Lithuanian citizens from Israel as just one example where such an aircraft would be useful. The ministry adds that, due to similar maintenance cycles to civilian aircraft, these aircraft can be operated effectively both in peacetime and in times of crisis. Also important was the manufacturer's commitment to contribute to the strengthening of the Lithuanian defense sector through industrial cooperation. It was also stated that the Embraer C-390 has a more attractive initial price compared to other aircraft, and its operating costs are lower. And so the Lithuanian Air Force currently operates 3 C-27J Spartan transport aircraft manufactured by Italy's Alenia. These aircraft are used for troop and cargo transportation, as well as training flights, landing operations, medevac, VIP transport, and other special tasks. And so we can definitely imagine a C-390 with a special VIP module becoming Lithuania's next Air Force One/executive transport of sorts. Something we'll definitely have to cover in a future video. But to wrap things up, here are the basic specifications of the C-390. The aircraft can carry up to 23 tons of cargo, fly at speeds of up to 870 kilometers an hour, and it has a range of about 2,500 kilometers with maximum load. The maximum flight distance is more than 7,000 kilometers if flying with zero payload. In contrast, the C-27 Spartan has a maximum range of 5,852 kilometers, but it can only fly 5,056 kilometers if carrying a payload of 4.5 metric tons. The Spartan can accommodate up to 60 troops in a high-density layout, while the Millennium can fit about 80 troops at its maximum limit. Now, if we assume that a deal will eventually be signed, then Lithuania will join a long list of existing customers, including Brazil, Portugal, the Netherlands, Slovakia, Hungary, Austria, the Czech Republic, and Sweden. We should note, however, that at the time of making this video, not all of these countries have begun operating the jet. So, that's great news for the Lithuanian Air Force and its move to increase its capabilities. So what are your thoughts on Lithuania's decision to acquire the C-390? Let us know by leaving a comment. As always, thanks for watching.